A law enforcement chase turned deadly in Campobello today. 7 News' Lauren Miller was on the scene and spoke with the sheriff's office about when and why a chase is warranted.
Investigators tell us it started on Highway 11 when a deputy tried to stop the car near Caldwell Road. The driver attempted to off, and that's when the chase happened.
The vehicle initially made a aggressive turn onto Caldwell Road and then accelerated at an extremely high pace.
Footage of Tuesday's scene shows several police cars and fire trucks investigating the area. The Kia Sorento with 2 people inside crashed about a half-mile up the road into a wooded area. The Spartanburg County coroner says 24-year-old Tyrese Gerald Gonzalez died at the scene. The other person was injured and taken to the hospital. Graham McClellan with the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office says incidents like these are common with a chase.
Unfortunately, there are a large number of chases that end in the suspect vehicle crashing. Anytime you start driving outside of your normal means and abilities, that is a risk. But statistically, I can't say that it's more normal than them finally deciding I'm not getting away and giving up and pulling over.
He says there are evaluations police do during a chase. Road and traffic conditions and assessing speeds are all factors to see if a deputy will pursue a driver.
Anytime a driver decides not to stop during a traffic stop and a chase ensues, it's a very dangerous situation. A road like this that's very narrow, it's not a road that you want to have a high-speed chase on, and I believe that would have been part of that officer's decision to start to disengage. Unfortunately, the vehicle lost control.
We spoke with a nearby homeowner who says driving fast on roads like these can be dangerous.
Oh, they go wreck. Because you got a lot of curves up through there, and then you got a big curve down there, and there's always where it washes down gravel, so you're going to slip and slide, especially at high speed.
The South Carolina MAID team and the coroner's office are investigating the incident. In Campobello, Lauren Miller, 7 News.
A forensic autopsy scheduled for tomorrow by the Spartanburg County coroner. We don't know the latest on the condition of that person who was injured.
In Greenville County, we now know the charges filed against 4 teenagers.
They were arrested after a chase yesterday that started in Malden and ended on Lawrence Road. Taylor Farmer has that story.
The Malden Police Department says 4 minors are responsible for stealing a car and running from police before crashing in Greenville County. Just before 6 p.m. Monday, Malden police say officers began pursuing 4 boys under the age of 17 who were inside a reported stolen vehicle. Captain Tab Clardy says the red Kia Soul was stolen from an apartment complex sometime after midnight over the weekend, and police had been searching for it. They were alerted the vehicle had been spotted in Malden. Officers tried to stop the car, but the driver kept going until he crashed into another vehicle at the intersection of Lawrence and Millennium Roads in Greenville County. That's when police say all 4 teenagers jumped out and ran.
Thank goodness we had a strong law enforcement presence from Greenville City, Greenville County, that assisted us in the area, and we were able to apprehend all 4 without further incident.
Clardy says all 4 teens are now facing charges of receiving stolen goods and resisting arrest. The 3 passengers were released to their families but are expected to appear in family court. The driver was taken to the Juvenile Detention Center in Columbia, where he's awaiting a court date.
It's sad when you have a group of juveniles who commit a crime. It's our job in law enforcement. It's our specific job to catch these criminals and to take them away from the general public who are victimized by something like this.
Clardy is urging parents to stay involved and aware of their children's actions.
This is a totally avoidable situation if people were taught to obey the law at a young age and they had proper parenting at the home. What were they doing out after midnight? That's my question.
The Malden Police Department says thankfully no one was injured. In Malden, Taylor Farmer, 7 News.
Malden police have not said how fast they believe the teens were driving. In Fountain Inn, police say 2 men are behind bars. A woman's recovering. She was shot in the face. Last night about 10 o'clock, police say they found an 18-year-old woman shot near North Main Street and Village Vista Drive. Police say they found a suspect vehicle and arrested Herman Burdett Jr. and Randy Palozzo. They have said it may have been a road rage incident. Burdett Jr. is charged with attempted murder. Palazzola is charged with an accessory. The woman injured taken to the hospital. We don't have the latest on her condition.
Breaking news, a 15-year-old girl is dead after a crash in Greenville County. This happened Friday at the intersection of White Horse Road and Old Easley Bridge Road. There's not a lot known about the crash, but we do know that Chastity Unique Nilsson was a rear passenger in the vehicle. Nilsson was rushed to the hospital where she later died. The crash is still under investigation.
Some breaking news in Greenville County. You see it here. Deputies investigating the shooting of a child. They say it happened about 9:15 on Crestwood Forest Drive, finding a boy with at least one gunshot wound. That person's been taken to the hospital. Deputies are urging anybody with information to call Crime Stoppers at 23-CRIME, area code 864-23-CRIME. We'll keep bringing you updates on this story here and online at WSPA.com as soon as we get them from our crew there in the field.
Spartanburg City Council is holding an open discussion to talk about the redesign of Morgan Square.
The plans have been a topic of discussion in the city for nearly 5 years now. Scarlett Lizjak explains why and how you can be a part of it.
In the heart of downtown Spartanburg sits Morgan Square, surrounded by restaurants, local boutiques, and occasionally wildlife. Talks to redesign the square began in 2020 when a part of West Main Street was closed for outdoor dining during the pandemic.
The square itself became a lot better for children and families, became a lot better for events.
But close to 5 years later, local business owners like Cara Slattery with Carabella Boutique are wondering when construction will start.
We have 2 festivals a year, spring into Spartanburg and fall for Spartanburg, and so we're just waiting so we can make those plans to have those events downtown. So just when and how long will it take? Let's get it going. It's exciting. We are anxious to see the finalized plans, and that we can bring more people downtown anytime that you can have an area that people are comfortable to come and visit, lounge, eat, dine, shop.
Spartanburg city leaders say the last update to the project was in December.
At that time, the design team that we had worked with shared an update on the square that would close both streets, do some other upgrades to the square to bring those streets up to the same grade as the rest of the square, and also would have constructed a couple of buildings at the top of the square.
But before construction can start, City Council would like to discuss certain elements of the plans.
At our next City Council meeting, City Council is going to be getting an update on Morgan Square from City Management. We're going to have an open discussion about what the team has gone through and what city leadership is recommending, and going to get council's perspective so that we can establish a timeline to move forward on the square in some fashion.
The city encourages everyone who is interested to attend and voice their opinions.
It's just really going to be, again, an open discussion and allowing them to sort of weigh the pros and cons of different possibilities related to the square.
In Spartanburg, Scarlett Lizjak, 7 News.
And that city council meeting will be held next Monday at 5:30 at County Council Chambers. That's on North Church Street.
Only 4 has died because of a small plane crash in Lee County, according to North Carolina DOT, or North Carolina Highway Patrol. It happened near Sanford Monday afternoon. According to flight tracking website FlightAware, the family left from Merritt Island, Florida Monday morning, then crashed. Transmissions from air traffic control indicate there may have been mechanical issues on board the plane. The FAA and NTSB are investigating that crash.